Hello, people. Just decided to go live. It's about 6:26 Eastern Standard Time, and pretty much it's New Year's Eve, and 2020 has been quite a year for some people, especially when you're covering the news like I do, and you get to see a lot of stuff. Hi, Kim. Nobody gets stopped by the police. Yeah, so 2020 has been a crazy year for a lot of people, especially I shoot the news, so I see a lot of things that not the average person gets to see. And it's been quite a year. I started doing this actually full time. I'm going to say February or March. March. Oops. I knew this was going to happen with this light. Give me a second. Like I said, watch this light fall. There you go. And basically, in the last few days, there's been some police-involved shootings here in New York City, Brooklyn, Bronx, and luckily none of the officers were injured. They weren't severely injured, and that's a good thing. We don't want to see anybody get injured, especially those who are helping protect our communities. So, Brooklyn, a guy got shot in the back, a police officer responding to a domestic violence. A 911 call came in. A female on the phone was frantically speaking, talking about, you got to come now, you got to come now. He's going to come and shoot the place up. She called a couple times, so the police responded. When they got there, they got there before the shooter got there. They were talking to the complainant, and then the guy happened to walk in. She pointed him out, and he shot the cop in the back. He took off running. Other cops are coming. They saw him running. They caught him, and they got the gun. The bullet hit the back of the police officer's vest, so this vest actually saved him. It did not penetrate the vest or the skin. And then yesterday, there was another shooting involved. The guy had a machete. He went to attack a female victim, struck her in the head with the machete. And then the dog, she had a pit bull, he got involved and went to attack the attacker, I guess. And he struck the pit bull, injuring the pit bull. Both are fine. The pit bull and the female victim are fine, but the police had to shoot him when they got there, and it was fatal. All right, so two police shootings, and then today in Brooklyn there was another police shooting. They attempted to stop a vehicle. Let me turn my notifications off because then I go in. There you go. So they attempted to stop this black Acura, and as the police officer approached the vehicle, the driver put it in reverse, knocked the vehicle over, and the police officer's partner fired a shot at the vehicle. One shot, did not strike anybody. They left. The suspects fled the scene in the black Acura with New Jersey templates. They're still at large. In the same day, just about 6 to 7 miles away, in the Bronx, where I'm sitting right now, was another police-involved shooting. Pretty much the same thing. They were going to stop a vehicle. was a white Dodge Charger with New Jersey plates, and they tried to take off. One suspect fled the vehicle. Shots were fired, and I don't think anybody was hit, but there is a suspect that is in custody, and one is still at large, and the vehicle is at large as well. So it's been a crazy year with COVID and the police involved shootings, and other shootings are going on. A lot of people are debating whether it has to do with defunding the police type deal. Good morning, Mark. Thank you very much. And I am in the Bronx right now. And those shootings, 2 of those shootings were in Brooklyn. Hello from Los Angeles. Yeah, good deal. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Rebecca, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, yeah, so I'm at the shooting right now. There was a police involved around 11 p.m. last night. So I'm watching the news because I submitted some videos and I want to make sure that either they're going to use it or they don't use it. So I have to kind of watch the news. I'll show you what that looks like real quick. There we go. Got my tablet mounted there, showing the weather. And you know or no, I'm not a police officer. I am a journalist. And there's another phone that I have. Watching the news, they're both giving the weather. That's New York 1, and that's channel 4. And then that one is connected to something. These are my radios that I use to listen to the frequencies. Yeah. So as you can see over there, there's some police activity, but it's not much of a scene anymore. So we're not gonna show you that. But yeah. Yeah, Denora, I scan, I listen, and I respond. And when I get there, I try to film as much as I can with my camera. Rebecca, thank you. See my camera? That's my microphone. Hard to see with this bad boy. There we go. Filming you people. Can you guys see that? If I go live, I mount the phone on here. So it's kind of crazy. I hope you guys can see that. Yeah. So crazy year. They got a police fatally shot man in Minneapolis right now. So anybody from Minneapolis? How do I feel about the BLM movement? I think it's a good organization. I think they have to be people have to be represented, especially if they're not if they're underrepresented. So I think that it's a right to form an organization that feels a certain way towards a certain type of treatment. Rebecca, thank you for the nice camera. It was broken during the riots when I was filming the riots. It's funny that it's not there no more, but they were showing the riots right there from June. Let me go back because Denore's saying I am, but I'm not sure what he's saying I am too. Cool setup. Thank you, Mark. Okay, cool. Denore, you are what? Same thing, a stringer? Stringer's like, look, I got my press pass right here. But a stringer is like a bad name to give, but it basically is what we do. There's no way to change it. You can say you're a journalist. You can say you're a freelance videographer. Because I only do videos because I can capture photos from my videos. So there is some outlets that only want photos. So what I do is through my editing app, I can take a still from the app, but it keeps the quality. Well, there was some riots And we were filming them, and they were just showing it again. They're probably showing like the end of the year stuff on there. So there were some peaceful protests. I was part of those peaceful protests. I was filming them, but there was some other groups out there that wanted to show violence and rioting, and we were there to film that too. Yeah. So Denoa, you're from Minneapolis. Good. So there was a police shooting over there. I'm not sure if you know about that. What the details are. I'm not sure when was that actually. So we just got it here in the East in New York that it happened, but I don't know when that shooting was. It probably was an older one. I really didn't look. My fault. So yeah. So what I'm trying to do, guys, I'm gonna go to live on Christmas Eve after I spend time with my family. So I'm coming out at about 12 Eastern Standard Time. So I should go live at 12:30. All right. And when I go live at 12:30, I'm gonna let it run, and you'll go with me and to see what happens on the eve or on New Year's Day. Um, my thing is to get the first, and I hope it doesn't happen. I don't wish for it or anything like that. But if it does happen, I'm gonna film it in 2021. That's what I'm aiming to get. That's a lot of boroughs to cover, 5 boroughs. So, and I am in the Bronx right now. I know I said the same thing to somebody that they said, "Oh God," they were like, "What? You're trying to do what?" I was like, "Listen, if it's gonna happen, I'm gonna be there, and I want to film it." You know what I'm saying? The first homicide, anything like that. So this is shoot, can I get this in time? There it is. That is a on the scene of that police struck a vehicle, and then his partner shot. Oh my God, fired a shot. Oh, that's my video right there. Look at that, FNTV. That is my video, guys. Poor guy got shot twice. I'll talk to you about that right now. So that guy right there got shot twice. He's actually a barber, and I'm feeling that that was a robbery because he was um, like I said, a barber. They make a lot of money today because it's New Year's Eve. It's like a couple days before New Year's. People trying to get their haircuts before the eve, and then they make a lot of money. So this ironically happened towards the end of his shift, and 2 guys came in, one with a gun, uh, and I'm also thinking he knew them because it was a fight that happened, and shots were fired. He was shot twice, one in the arm, one in the stomach. He's gonna be okay, but it's a really close call, you know. So um, he was transferred to a hospital in stable condition. His wife was there; she was crying, and it was quite an emotional scene. But I was there to film that. So are they doing the New Year's Eve setup in Times Square? Hell no. They're actually closing all the streets off, so you don't have access to Times Square. It looks like something out of I Am Legend, but wet and no lions running around. But it's deserted right now. Channel 4 is there. They're gonna be live streaming from there. Obviously, they're gonna go live, but there's nobody there. It's like it's shut right now. It's shut down, and it will be shut down when the ball drops. So they're advising that everybody stay home for New Year's in New York City and not have any kind of parties or outgoing events due to the rise in COVID positive cases here in New York and the surrounding area. Oh, so they okay, so they're locked down over there. And where's that at? They just opened them up about a month or two ago. You know, hold on a second. Good night, you guys. Good night, old David. Night, old Charlie. Night, Health Shirley. All right, so the dispatcher's signing out. Don't know why she has to announce that, but she does. Yeah, it's very sad to see these things happen, with especially like barbers or anybody. But these guys, they stay on their feet for 10, 12 hours a day. And I did an interview with a lady. She told me that that he's a nice guy. She doesn't understand how that happened, why that happened to him. The Netherlands. Wow. So did you learn how to cut your own hair? Because I let my hair grow out. And then when I went to the barber, he charged me $30. $30 for a shave and a cut. Kind of crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna be going live 12:30 New Year's Eve day, whatever you want to say. And it'll be my first stream for the year. It'll be my first stream for the year. And I'm gonna let it run. I'm gonna let it run through and take you on a 3 to 4 hour journey on New Year's Eve, New York City. So you don't have to be up to watch it. You can watch the replay, which will be fine. And if you're gonna be with family, I don't expect you guys to be up. But I decided I'd just do that to get my first live stream in for the year. And this thing keeps shutting off. I have no idea why. I really need to watch this newscast because. Oh well. So yeah. What channel, Daniel? I think I'm going to go live if that's what you're talking about. Definitely on Happs, and I might do it on Facebook as well. Not 100% sure. Might not do my personal Facebook, but the FNT Facebook, and maybe Periscope. But I really don't know anybody in Periscope. I downloaded it, and they're closing. They're shutting it down. I just downloaded it just to see. Maybe that. I'm not sure, but definitely on Happs, without a doubt. So if you don't have the Happs app, download it so that you can see the replay of or the live stream of the New Year's Eve live New York City. Take you guys on that journey. A lot of bouncing around, a lot of radio talk. I may talk, I may not. I may talk sometimes. I may be quiet for sometimes. I really got to listen to these scanners. I'm listening to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scanners at the same time. 2 fire, 1 SOD, Special Operations Division, and then the highway units, which do crime scene investigations. Oh, the Nord, thank you for that update. Yeah, I thought that was kind of new, but I didn't have any facts. So it was last night during a traffic stop. You see, these traffic stops are the most dangerous thing police officers can do. Again, just for the record, I'm not a police officer. People hear radios, they think I'm a police officer. Definitely not a police officer. Um, Especially here in New York City. But definitely not a police officer. And traffic stops, man. It's both of these incidents in New York today, Brooklyn and the Bronx, were regarding traffic stops. No, I did not want to be a cop. Definitely not. I always like cameras and I always like radios. radios. See that?
Channel mode.
I have a lot of these guys. I should give some away. But I'd rather give away new ones. Who wants a used scanner? This is actually a portable radio right here. Uh-huh. And I have that set up for frequencies as well. I have that set up for frequencies as well. It says everything. But there's something wrong with it. I have to take it to the radio shop guy. Yeah, so live streaming those days. I can get these radios pretty cheap, especially the Bofang radios. You guys can get it really cheap. Take the antenna off. Show you the name. See that brand? Bofang? Wow. Baofeng. So these are pretty good. You get these for like $40, $60, 60 for two. And that's a tri-band. So you can get any VHF frequency, UHF frequency, trucking, and use it as a radio as well.
Channel mode.
Let's see here. As a flashlight.
That's pound 250 on your cell and say the bull. Tell them Charlamagne the God sent you.
Radio.
On our side of the story. A news source for all news in our community. A trusted source of news coverage with a black voice.
No, not at Walmart. Not yet, at least. But online, eBay, Amazon. Check them out. But I'm gonna give some away this year. We're starting a new. We're talking about getting a show going, a recap of the week and what happened here in New York City. Yeah, XTS 2500. Oh yeah, who has that radio? You have that radio? It's a good radio. That's a really good radio. It's like this one right here. It's HT1000, and it's 16 channel with 3 banks, A, B, and C bank. And each bank has 16 channels. So we're looking at a lot of frequencies. Yeah. Janor, I would love to buy that radio off of you. But anyway, are you a cop? No, definitely not a cop. I'm from the press. I shoot breaking news. Check it out. Stop shooting. Start living.
Highway 3 Student 53, LIE Cross Island Parkway. The party caller states for the eastbound, 2 vehicles involved. Unknown injuries. It's a blue BMW hit a tractor trailer and drove off. Any Highway 3 units to pick up this 53?
Yeah, it's an accident in the LIE. Blue BMW hit a tractor trailer and took off. Wow. Oh, it's for work? Okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. Peace. What? I'm gonna call you 1990. 1990, no problem. Yeah, and the press thing, the press shield or whatever you call this, pass, doesn't really do anything. It allows you to go into government facilities, like the city hall if they're having a press conference, any hospitals after shootings, police involved shootings, they'll let you go in with a press pass. But if you're filming on the street, you really don't need a press pass. It's overrated. And cops don't care if you have a press pass. You're just not gonna go past the crime scene tape. It's something they're not gonna. They used to take them away from you at the crime scene. Or you used to challenge them, say, "Oh, I'm allowed to film from the crime scene from the other side of the tape." "Oh, really? You want to be a wise ass?" And they snatch it from your chest. That was back in the day. They don't do that now. It is definitely credentials. It's New York State accepts New York City press pass. So if I want to go to Albany for the governor conference, I can go there, stuff like that. Pretty much everywhere except the New York City press pass, but again, if I'm filming in the street, you don't need it. Wait a minute. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm listening to 6 scanners, guys. I forgot to show you this one. This is my newest edition. This is FND. This is only FND.
Person cardiac arrest in the fire department, 4 Adams. 10-4. 652 to time, 323.
That's only for Manhattan Fire. And then the Bronx here. And if it's a big fire, it'll go over both channels and let me know what's crack-a-lacking. Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island. Yeah, 1990. Where are you from? Yeah, anybody can buy a scanner, especially here in the United States. Depending where you live, there might be encrypted police stations. That's just a way to kind of like control your First Amendment right. In New York City, that hasn't gone like that yet. And if it did, press would be the only ones they'd be able to monitor encrypted police radios. And what is encrypted police radios? Is that it is digitally enhanced and encoded, so you cannot hear it. So California, LA, yeah, depends. I think LA is a free open frequency. You can definitely get a scanner. You can look for the scanner app is cool. You can look for the frequencies at radio frequency reference.com or something like that. But anyway, Google LA County police frequencies and it'll pop up. That link will pop up. But yeah, anybody can have a scanner. What's cool about these Bowflex, you can program them yourself. They come with the software for it and the cable, and you can program all your frequencies together. It takes a little longer, but if you're going to do what I do, you spend the time to do it. The AFRA scanners, yep, I definitely have that as well to get out of state, like New Jersey State Police, and listen to them when I hear something might be going on around there. And there's a delay. It could be either, I think it's a 1 minute delay is the maximum time for the transmission to go through to the app. Because what it is somebody's actually setting up a home-based scanner and they're going through a software, and the software is going to the app, and that's why there's a delay on that. So you said, what's the most memorable, like bad or good? I think the worst one I've seen was where they were pulling a kid out of a fire, and I forgot to record it. Because I was so shocked to see a kid, 8-year-old kid, was taken out of the building by the firefighters, and I don't know if he was burned alive or he just died of smoke inhalation, and it was pretty sad to see. So that kind of sticks to me for a long time. When I go to fires, I always hope there's no children involved. Yeah. Well, that was the first time my camera wasn't like on record, because I was waiting to. I was hearing on the radio they're going to bring the victim down. When they finally brought him down, it was a child, and then I looked and I see him in the frozen state and all charred up. I was just like, nah, man, this is crazy. Like, what? Like, I became a human being. I mean, I'm a human being, but we are numb to these things. But this was a child, man. This was like scary. And so that press record anyway, and they were rushing him on the stretcher into the ambulance, and the video sold. Good thing the video sold. So it is 6:56 in New York. What time is it over there? In the morning. Thank you, Denora. We got rain, guys. We got rain. It's raining. All the snow that we got the other day, that's gone. It's all wet now. Pretty much wet. I was trying to see if I could pull up my video of those scenes there, but I don't think I can. Let's see. If you guys go to FNTV on YouTube, just type in FNTV, do a search, and you should see that this will come up right there. Click and subscribe. That's the latest videos. In the description, it tells you who filmed it. Now, I'm definitely trying to get my own YouTube channel going. And it's just been tough. Oh, actually, look, the video popped up. Awesome. It's hard because I only have like 115 subscribers. And I've been with FNTV going on a year now. And when I go on my own, I'm going to need subscribers to, get a live stream going. But hold up. Let's, that video I was telling you about, that was the most memorable scene that I had, is right here. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. And that YouTube channel is DNY News at DNY News. So it's right there. Want to help me out and subscribe? You don't have to get the notifications. It's DNY News. Can you guys see that? I'm going to type it in. DNY. Oops. Yeah. Hey. Oh, no, not that. Not Denny. DNY. Freaking autocorrect. Ah. Sorry. This thing is.
We're getting 305 East 153 Street.
All right, guys.
Expressway to the Bronx River. It's a 2 p.m. MBA hit and run, no injuries. Other vehicle left the scene. They're unable to exchange info. Was a blue Amazon truck with New York tag 71838 Michael Nora.
Another hit and run. People are not staying in New York City. Get a dash cam. I would say to get a dash cam all the time because people in New York City don't stop when they hit you. That's 2 accidents right there with hit and run. No injuries, but you got a damaged vehicle. Like, come on. Yes, Denor, DNY News. Thank you. Holy cow, like autocorrect. So I'm gonna try to play this video for you guys, and hopefully it's real quick. I wish I could play it with the mobile like you can do in studio broadcast.
Right. 305 is 153 Street. Reported female said she's trapped in apartment 5 boy. So it looks like it's going to be 305 is 153. All right, 14. We're getting calls now. 5 Charles that 3 people trapped in a bedroom.
A child was fatally injured and a woman was in critical condition after a fire in a 15-story apartment building in the South Bronx. The NYPD reported that the 2 victims were found after firefighters got the fire under control, a 5-year-old boy and a 38-year-old woman. Both victims were transported to Lincoln Hospital, where the boy was pronounced deceased and the woman was listed in critical condition. The fire broke out at approximately 9:30 a.m. on the 5th floor of the building at 305 East 153rd Street in the Melrose Houses, a NYCHA building. Firefighters declared all hands fire and requiring an additional engine to the scene. They battled the fire for just over 45 minutes before it was placed under control. 2 firefighters also sustained minor injuries and were evaluated at the scene. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Low battery. This is so uncomfortable. So you guys see that? This firefighter was the one who carried the injured boy out the building, a member of the 41 squad. So bright. So there you go. That was my the one that I really like, kind of hit home. That's the family members right there. You know, it was really tough scene to watch. That's all that stuff that they got thrown out, but pretty much that was it, man. You know.
We're getting 305 East 153 Street. Reported a female said she's trapped in apartment 5 boy, so it looks like it's going to be 305 East 153. 1-4, we're getting calls now, 5 Charles, that's 3 people trapped in a bedroom.
A child was fatally injured and a woman was in critical condition after a fire in a 15-story apartment building in the South Bronx. The NYPD reported that the 2 victims were found after firefighters got the fire under control, a 5-year-old boy and a 38-year-old woman. Both victims were transported to Lincoln Hospital, where the boy was pronounced deceased. Sad. Boy died, the mom survived. So, all right, Rebecca. So, yeah, subscribe to DNY News. I need some subscribers to go live from there as well. I can go live through Happs, but I'm already going through it with FNTV. So, FNTV is basically a newswire service that we work with, and through their influence and their credibility. And when you're starting out like I did last year, you kind of like get your name going. But yeah, DNY News. Like, comment, and subscribe.
23 years old, 6'1" height, heavy set, wearing a blue puppy.
Yeah, Chris, yeah, definitely. I'm not a reporter. Like, I do it on Happs. I go live on Happs. If you can look at my other broadcast, I go live and do like a reporter stand-up. I do it for fun. I like it. Again, I like listening to radios. I like radios. I like cameras. And I like going live with, like a reporter. So I really put a lot of work into getting that live, and I stumble over my words sometimes because it's nerve-wracking, like you don't want to mess up and you wind up messing up anyway. So, but, oh my God, I've been on here for 40 minutes, so 39 minutes. At 40 minutes, I'm going to end the stream. I appreciate anybody who has been on. Again, the reason why I came on is talk about, the latest shootings that were going on here in the New York City area. And this is not the police, involved shootings, other shootings going on. Not the news is not going to tell you everything, because then it gets redundant. All right, so look, first police involved death since George Floyd. This is on the news now, Minneapolis. Oh my God. Okay, I'm still alive. Am I still alive? I don't know if I'm live. Okay, here we go. That's in Minneapolis, guys. I don't have the volume for that. Oh, man. Should I put the volume up? It's going to take me a little bit. That's New York One reporting that. And I know that this is a stringer shooting. Here's why I know that's a stringer shooting. Because of the way the shots are. You see that shot right there? If you're a cameraman that you work for the stations, you don't shoot like that. You're not gonna get creative like that. You're just gonna go. You're gonna shoot regular. On a tripod, straight ahead. You'll get different angles, but you're not gonna get a creative shot like you saw there. Those creative shots from a stringer guy like me. You're not gonna. It just doesn't happen because they don't care. They're not trying to sell you the video. They're just out there doing an assignment, and they're unionized, especially here in New York. But for a stringer reporter like us, journalists like us, we have to make this, look creative. We have to be unique. We say, oh, look at that shot. Oh, let's get that shot. Between two cop cars and then maybe some bullet casing markings or something like that. But yeah, good deal. Let me see what we got here. Oh, you subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Australian. I'm back. Sorry, I had to report something going on property. Oh, what's up? What's your shift, Rebecca? Are you like 11 to 7 or 11? Oh my God, it's already 7. 12 to 8. Hold up, guys. Check this out. Officer struck during Brooklyn traffic stop. You see what I'm saying? That's apartment fire in Queens. Almost looks like the one I shot. 12 to 7. Wait, you're going. You're going home. Where are you at, Rebecca? You're in the East Coast? Turn the radios down. I might be missing something. Oh my God, 4:42 minutes.
10:30 me? 30 on my queue, somebody 93, Charlie 93.
Oh, West Coast? Oh my God. So you're 3 hours different. Oh my God, you got a wow. You're awesome. Thank you. I don't know who you're referring to, but if you're referring to me, thank you. Guys, check out our website, freedomnews.tv. All right. Or just in the Facebook chat, on the Facebook search, enter FNTV. Also on Twitter. And we'll see you at 12:30 New Year's Eve after my family lets me get out the house because I got to be there for 12 o'clock. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Before COVID started, my brother wanted to take a vacation over there. And I said, what am I going to go to South Carolina for? I either go west or north. I never go south. Actually, I take that back. I do go to Florida a lot. I used to. COVID stopped. I'm not getting on a plane, guys. If you get on a plane for work or vacation, kudos to you. I'm just not getting on a plane. Trust me. I'm just not doing that at all. Hell no. Not getting on no plane. I'm pretty sure it's safe. People are just careless. They don't wash their hands. They're not wearing a mask. They're not wearing gloves. Everything you touch, somebody else touched, So it's like, even if you go to the store, when you come back in your car, you got to hand sanitize, You got to hand sanitize. Get some wipes, some, alcohol wipes. Wipe your hands down. It's, I've survived this long, and, you never know what's going to happen, but that's what I do. I wear a mask. See, I wear this. I have a whole bunch of masks. There's never an excuse not to wear a mask. If you're one of those that don't believe in wearing masks, well, then that's cool. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I'm going to wear a mask when I go out into the public, especially in New York. A friend of mine went to the Netherlands, came back with COVID-19. Don't know how he got it, but find it weird that he went there and then he got tested, got on a plane, came off the plane, went to customs, got tested, and was positive. 46 minutes on his live stream. Wow, man. Anybody have any other questions regarding anything that's going on? If you don't know exactly what I do, I don't like to promote this show, but my competitor is actually part of that company called Loud Labs. Very, I don't even want to mention them, but it's just a show on Netflix called Shot in the Dark. So Shot in the Dark is actually what I do. So what I do. You see those guys? It's exactly the same thing. RMG with Howard and all those guys. I don't like to promote the show because there is some people riding the bandwagon since that show came out, became stringers. I've always liked cameras and I've always liked scanners. And when I found out you can get paid to do it, I said, hey, perfectly. I'm doing it. It's not always good. There's some droughts. Days you go and you don't make a sale and you just waste your time, I guess. But in those days you get 2 or 3 or you get 4, so it's hit or miss. But watch that show, Shot in the Dark. It's on Netflix and you should see it to understand what I do. And I do not like the company Loud Labs because of their policy, their way of doing business. It ruins the industry. And there's a guy over here that is with them. He's pretty good at what he does, and he sells a lot of videos. And he's my biggest competitor. So watch it with a grain of heart, and you'll see why. All right, so 48 seconds. Okay, so good. We're ready to go. So thank you guys for watching, whoever is watching. If you didn't watch live, you can watch, and you watch the replay. Awesome. And that's it. I'm out of here. It's sun's coming up. It's still raining. I'm going home at 8 o'clock after I get me some oatmeal, and I am out of here. So I'm Dan Vowles reporting from the Bronx, FNTV. How do I end this? Bye, Rebecca. Bye, Chris.